Hello there everyone, this is Neko here, getting ready to play The Infected. Woohoo! Alright, so, uh, last episode I sold everything, or had sold close to everything to get the watermill bought. Well, I've spent a little bit of time off camera grinding, and, we've got about almost 3 boxes of cement. We've got, tons and tons and tons of coffee and tea, which is going to be a hell of a lot of money. So we're going to be doing two things today. We're going to try and build a watermill. Yeah, a watermill. But that's going to take a bunch of aluminum, and we don't have that anymore because of the tea and coffee. Woohoo! So we're going to have to go make a visit at the cave, and then we're going to get the freezer, which ironically is going to take all the power of the watermill. So I don't even get to use I get to use the watermill, but it's gonna be for the freezer. Which I think both of these, well, the freezer's definitely new. The watermill came out, I don't know when, but I never got to use it because I got distracted by other games and all that fun crud. Woohoo! Uh, Once we get this, I am probably gonna try and set up a passive. I'm gonna try and work on a few things. I am gonna have to do looting because we're gonna need hell of a lot of the mechanical parts, and then we're gonna also work at getting ourselves a. We're gonna work at farming the crocodiles. Now, I did think over here has some rapids that we can set the watermill up. I think down here is where we can also set it up. I I don't know if we can do here, and I don't know if we can do up here. I know we can't do here, at least this section. I tried it, and I'm not sure about this section, but I do know we can here, or at least right there. Yeah, right there we can set up a few. This is probably where I'll go throw up a few of them. So basically, we're gonna have to make a stop over here, get our aluminum, come back over here, get the aluminum cooking, get everything set up that we need to get set up, then drive over here, pretty much. So let's go get everything prepped, ready to go. We'll go get the truck loaded up with the money we can. Then we'll go and hit the mine. We'll go grab as much of the not copper, but aluminum as we can. But yeah, a lot of stuff to do. By the way, if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification. I try to show tips, tricks, helpful hints, and all that. And oh yeah, I forgot, we're going to be selling a little bit of oil for a little bit of extra. But right here, this is basically 10 rows of 5, so that's 50. And if you pretty much count this here, we'll just throw this in here, even though it's not that. So 50 and 50, that's 100. That's 300 gold right here. Then we have pretty much another 75 right here, plus this. So we're sitting at pretty much about 400 gold. That should give us 500. Then we have another 3, 6. Oh, why did it feel get darker? And basically another 600, so that should give us 1,000, which should give us the thing. But we're also gonna need to mine up steel, which is another reason why I need to go over. Well, actually, do both of them require steel, or just the freezer? Freezer requires 12. We have the ability to do that. The does not require it, so I think we should be okay for it. I think the problem is I am gonna want to set up a second one of those freezers over here, so I can cram in tons of liver, which I've got an experiment I need to test out. So we'll get to that in a later episode. And then I was thinking the box here, or I was originally thinking the barn here had a box that stuck out, like there would be a box here or a box here or here somewhere, but nope. So that kind of ruins my plan, one of my experiments, because what I was going to do is I was going to see if the freezer, if I could slap it down wherever the box was stucking out that I thought was on here, and see if I could keep the food fresh forever. Because if it worked and there was a box like that, I was gonna be like, okay, we're gonna stick one for that, and then that gave me a few other ideas. But yeah, no. So we're gonna have to check out some of the other ones instead. Okay, we're gonna go load this up. So once we get all the aluminum and or once we get all the cement mixed up, we're good to go. Now, one thing I will say is, I've got so much iron, I don't know what to do with it. Well, I do know what to do with it, but I haven't gotten the rest of the materials to get ready to do with it. In other words, we're gonna need a hell of a lot of steel, which I'll have to go off camera. Tell you the truth, I would love to see a technology from the trader that allows us to build a lead extractor. So basically, the trader, yes, that's stuttering and all that fun stuff, but the trader gives us a technology that we can stick into here, and it basically mines up lead. You could say 15 minutes for one lead, and I don't know. Would 50 power be good? Because if you want to be able to get one lead per minute, you would need to be able to build 15. So if it was 50 power, that would be about 700 in order to get one lead per minute. So yeah, I could see that being the power cost for one of those, especially since all it does is get lead. All right. We've got all the cement loaded up. I do need to go check on my oil, and I gotta check out my power. But I'm gonna go show you something real quick. Look at all this iron. Iron goes all the way up there, and then a little bit in here, and that's not even all of it. And the funny thing is it's all ore. Uh, Ore is hell of easy to get. Yeah, yeah. See, we got more in here, more in there. Uh, I do have enough for the freezer, but I don't have enough for the uh, whatever the mill, which is meh. All right, we need to sleep. We need to eat. We need to do all kinds of fun things. But I don't think we really need to eat, but we do need to sleep. Alright, we'll let this wake up at, there we go, good enough. Okay, so, now, oh, you're chopping trees nearby. Holy flip. I didn't know you could do that. Admittedly, this has kind of been annoying because now that this is here, he literally just takes that, runs up all the way around, all the way up there, and finally heads up into there, and it's just like, what the hell is wrong with you, you stupid thing? It's like he could take up here, go up the stairs, and reach in there, but instead he takes the 5-mile, 2,000-year path instead, and it's just like, what the hell? I'm tempted to what to do is break that so I can jump up onto here, and he no longer takes that, and hopefully he'll start getting logs faster. I do kind of wish we could upgrade him. It would be kind of cool. Let's check the ATV gas. We should be good. Whee! So, the reason why I'm using the ATV, it's easier, it's faster when trying to dodge. Woo! Land it. Hold on a second here. Sometimes the ATV bugs out, and you start just vibrating like hell. But yeah, we're gonna head over here. We're gonna speed along. The truck can't do this unless we figure out how to chop trees and keep them permanently gone. So one thing is that we have a no cut. I would love to see a option to force no respawn, and then in other words, you have a not a mass respawn, but a partial. So we come up with a hammer. We can choose, uh, or give us a shovel and allow us to dig up the trees and make them kind of not really plantable, but at the same time, ooh, we must have bugged out. But give us a shovel so we can dig up the trees that we don't want, and and then put an option, a force respawn option somewhere in the settings, so it's like force respawn trees, and or something of that nature, or allow us to use the shovel to replant that tree. So what happens is the tree becomes a object in your inventory. Woo! Nailed it. Not sure how fun that would have been, but are you still coming, or? He can't see me. Actually? Really? I can't see him. Hello? Huh. Okay. I will accept that. That's fine by me. Anyways, whoop. I must have... Yes. Okay, so I did bring it. Sweet. So we can. We'll take you. Load you up in here. That should be more than a... Oh, I must have just cleaned that one out instead of... Yeah. Okay, we'll take you. Move you in there. Perfect. That takes care of that. We might want to grab some more cobalt, but meh. We'll worry about that later. So we'll grab you. Throw you in there. You. In there. Oh. More than I anticipated. Okay. So we can get 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 23 lead. That should be plenty enough to take care of anything we might need to. Probably should pick up some of the mushrooms, and probably should pick up some of this. That should be enough, but you never know. Ooh, 2 for 1. Yeah! If I get iron, I will pick up the iron. Alright, let's get some lead. And then from there, we'll go and deal with everything else. I wonder if I could throw a bunch of foundations in here and prevent the scorpions from spawning, although I think they drop from a certain height and spawn in that way, which is a little annoying. And their reach is a little overpowered, as I showed it in one of my previous videos. I had a spear, and I couldn't hit them, but they could hit me, even though I had a spear. And a spear, you know, kind of pokes significantly farther away than a scorpion's pincher. You know, a scorpion's pincher should not be able to. A scorpion's pincher should not be able to hit as farther than a spear. Is my issue with that. Ooh. lead. So at this rate, we might just fill up on whatever we can. Then we'll go get the other stuff built. Yeah, baby. And most of you probably already know about the trick that I'm gonna be showing if we can get it built. But for those of you who don't, it's a neat trick, and actually a very neat one. Whee! I don't want stone. Ew. Get rid of the stone. I get so much. I got so much stone. I don't even need it. Like half the time, I'm throwing it away because I'm getting too much stone for what I currently produce. So it's like, although if I actually truly kept up on the production, maybe I would need the stone. But actually, you know, I might just fill up the inventory, the area with coal. In other words, I'll fill up my spot with lead, then whatever's left over, I might just get a little bit of coal. But definitely love the speed mining. Yeah, baby. Personally, I think developers should leave it back in or make it a perk that you can buy from the whatever name, the trader. If we could buy the perk from the trader where we can have accelerated mining, that'd be kind of cool. Or reduce the number of hits it takes to mine. So instead of taking, and the same thing for axe, reduce the number of hits it takes to chop. Ooh yeah, that would be. That took like 3 hits. With the perk, it would be 1 hit. So you would just boom, 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 and you'd be done. So 1, 2, 3. I think I want that as a perk. I actually do. That would be amazing. Because the developer, I think, isn't going to add chainsaws. It might be too complicated to add chainsaws, but it would be but you could add it as a perk. So because the tools, they without a doubt take less with the better tools. So that could be another option. The developer could add in steel tools, so that when you buy the steel tools from the what's her name, or from the trader, they take even less hits. So like steel tools, everything takes 1 hit instead. No slow animation. It's just boom like that. Quick, fast, accelerated. 1 hit. Boom. It would be steel. You would have to go in, mine some steel. They could make the cost a little expensive. Like, I don't know, 10 steel to make the steel pick, and 15 steel because we're not the mining doesn't really get used that often, other than to mine lead. So I think that should be cheaper. The steel pick should be cheaper than the axe, because the axe you still go around and you still use, because sometimes you gotta chop down trees for Mike. Sometimes you've gotta clean up stuff, and it would be kind of cool if we could upgrade Mike's upgrade Mike. Like, let's say feeding him certain foods gives him certain benefits. Like, let's say it takes him, like, I don't know, a minute from here to that big tree to run over, then a minute to chop, and then another minute to pick up and run back. So that's like 3 minutes. We could feed him certain foods and upgrade them or whatever. So instead of taking a minute to get over there and back, or 3 minutes, it would take a minute and a half to do it instead. That would be an alternative option, and it would be kind of cool. Okay. I think we got enough lead. I might just pick up a little bit more coal, because you can always use coal for a few things. Be kind of cool if we could make alternative ways to make coal. Now, one thing I plan to do at some point is to build a garage here. I'll probably end up building it like right here, and then use my ATV to come over like this, summon the truck, excuse me, use my cart here to load up the truck, then hop on my ATV, run back, and teleport it back. That's probably what I would end up doing because it would make things a little bit easier and faster. So I'm not having to uh, drive through this mess. Now, if we had a shovel and if we could dig up this plant, uh, actually, I wonder if that would be something. So basically, what would happen is like if these trees all have a uniform designated point where they spawn permanently, then the shovel would come in, and it would show a little circle around the tree, so it would highlight it, kind of like how when you pull out your electric hammer, or not electric hammer, but upgrade hammer, and it shows you the wires, and it highlights the wires and shows the stripes in the direction they're moving. The shovel would highlight green or red around the tree. So if you come over, you would then go boop red, and then chop it down, and then it would no longer spawn. And if you come over with the shovel, you could go boop green, and it would go bing, automatically pop up, fully grown, blah 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 blah. That would be awesome. Anyways, that's for some reason my ATV is not happy, but hey, let's get back. Let's get the aluminum because we need the aluminum. Hi dear, I'm chasing you down. Not really. But my friends may want to talk with you. Alright, back we go. Personally, the shovel thing, I would love it if that was the way it was done, because then we could selectively choose which trees to permanently grow and which trees to. In other words, we could select with the hammer which trees we want to chop down and which trees we or don't want chopped down. And with the shovel, we can choose which trees grow and which ones don't grow. Whee! Okay, we gotta keep going this way. And that would actually be amazing, because then we can clear out paths without having to actually make paths, because boulders and stones don't respawn. Which, that sucks, but at the same time kind of makes sense, because you move on to the other stuff, and trees do grow and regrow and all that, but typically they only regrow by nature, and sometimes you can prevent them from never growing by digging them up and removing their ability to grow, which is some alternative options we could choose. Whee! Oh right, I forgot. Uh, I gotta make room for my vehicle. I gotta figure out how to get in and out. Well, actually, I know how to get in and out very easily. We're going to drift around. We're gonna set up like this, hop off, jump over you. We're gonna grab you. Probably should upgrade it, but we'll worry about that later. Spin you around, and ironically, have enemies spawn. We're gonna drive up, over, in this. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Da, 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 da. We need to go dump off a few materials, so let's go dump you in there. We'll to keep the lead and a few other things. We'll bring some aluminum so we can get the aluminum cooking. Woo! Actually, I wonder. Oh. They died way over there. Okay. I don't see anything coming in. I don't see them smacking on anything, so we should be alright. Admittedly, I probably should go upgrade those spikes, And I should change Mike's priority, especially since we're not going to be focusing on biofuel as often as much. So I think what we're going to do is go to repair, replenish, take care of plants. That way, if anything gets destroyed or broken or is in the need of repair, he can go repair it. But this also means we're going to have to upgrade repairs or build repair kits for him. So, what? He must be using his force to repair some of those. Because otherwise, I would be like, what the hell? Alright, let's grab some of this. We're going to have to come back and grab a little bit more. But let's hurry up and try and get at least the watermill and the freezer built. Especially since it's already been about 20 some odd minutes. So I've wasted a hell of a lot of time doing nothing. Woo! Yeah. Take you. Put you in here. We need to make... How much steel? Placeable? Other? We need 12. So we'll make a batch of 10 because we have 3 right there, so yes. And then for the power, we need cobalt. So we need you and you, and we'll throw in a 0 and craft. We'll go here, throw you in. Throw you in. Looks like we're full on lead, full on a few other things. We got cobalt and other stuff. We're gonna have to start burning through a lot of things. Grab you. Oh, we have an extra aluminum that I didn't realize I had. Okay, neat. Okay. Oops. I forgot. Oh. Hey, he finished the log stands. That's awesome. Good for you. You caught up. But that's because I stopped playing with biofuel, which will keep going, but we're not going to be heavily focused on it as much as anymore. Where did I put my lighter? That is the question. Was it here? No. Here? No. I think it's in the truck. Yeah, I think it's in the truck. I should finish building a few of these things and moving things around, but meh, I'm lazy. Okay, which area was it? I think here? Nope. 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 Still no. Also no? Huh. Nope. Wait. Nope. 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 Huh. Not in the truck. Not in there. Maybe in here? Neither of these are full, which actually I should get some water. Nope. Nope. Huh. Okay. Maybe it's in an oddball crate that I just randomly stuff stuff in like this. Yes. Perfect. There we go. Okay. Sweet. Let's get some water. Perfect. Probably should make some food, but meh. We'll worry about that later. Alright. We'll get the lead and other stuff. I would like to get this all cooked up first, so we can load up the vehicle so we can make the watermill. Whoop! So we can make the watermill, which I probably should be focusing on the materials for that. So cobalt, that's going to require 20. We're gonna need 20, so we're gonna need this and this full cobalt. Sweet. And then that's going to be 10, 20, 21, 22, 23. Smart flip nuggets. Am I going to not have any spare aluminum floating around? Nope. Dang it. I didn't want to have to double cook. Almost done, almost done. We'll throw in the aluminum in here and probably over in here somewhere. Then we'll throw whatever else wherever. Perfect. Alright, aluminum, steel, we're going to move that over here. Aluminum can be in here. That takes care of that. We got the steel right there, so we'll throw this into here and here. So now we need a full set of cobalt, which is here. We sadly, actually, we are going to need a few other things, including more aluminum, so I guess we could do a batch of aluminum after this. Okay. So, power. We've got the cobalt going, we've got the mechanical parts, we've got the electrical parts. We are missing 2 aluminum, which is fine. We've got the steel done, but we don't have the aluminum, so we'll have to make another 12. We should have the plastic. If we don't, I have the oil to make some of it. Oh. Okay, I guess we're not getting rid of the oil. Actually, what's it take to make plastic? I think it was 3 oil and a bark chips. Yeah, 3 oil and some bark chips. Yep, okay. That's awesome. Great. Sweet. That takes care of all that. Gotta love when things pop up. Alright, so we need a full set of aluminum, so... Dang it. That means I gotta go and grab it. Which sucks, but oh well. Alright. Move you. Move you. Let's go grab a batch of aluminum. We'll grab, actually, how much did I need? Because I think we needed a few other things. Screw it. We'll make a batch of aluminum. I think that's all we need is a full batch. And that should take care of all of our aluminum needs. Because we already have the steel, we already have the cobalt, we already have the aluminum for one. We don't have the plastic, but we can always loot. Okay, you're taken care of. You are not. I guess we could do more iron. Alright, that takes care of that. So let's go... Actually, let's see if we have everything to build the watermill. Because if we're going out towards the if we go down to the trader, we can then come back up over through all of this and into here. Which I might want to take my ATV for that instead. So what do we need? We need cobalt, aluminum, mechanical, electrical. I think we'll go clear out the ATV and use the ATV. I don't feel like making well, actually, no, we have to use the truck to sell. Dang it. Because I don't have all the materials. So let's grab what we can. Let's go make some food. Or at least some crud. We'll make 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. My usual 4 of everything. That takes care of that. We'll grab you. You. That's gonna take care of that. Now we can throw you back in there. We have a decent amount of water. Perfect. Okay, that takes care of all that. So now we're gonna grab the materials for the watermill. Might as well. The problem is it would be faster to take it up through here than to come back around. So, do I try and navigate? I don't think I want to navigate it. Well, actually, no. I might actually try it because what we can do is drive along here, the edge of this, up to here, or drive it into the water into here, which is still shorter than coming all the way back around this, because we could drive along here. Because I forgot, the walls are pretty clear. So yes, we'll take the truck. We'll have to get up over to the wall, drive along it to there, which is perfectly fine. And actually, I'm seeing other potential build spots that I might want to build, depending on how this goes. I think we could build here and gate off here and gate off here to prevent enemies from attacking. This would be next to the trees. We could build a pathway up and over here to the desert. We would be right next to the trader. We could then build a pathway, potential depending on the location of this. If it's up here through this and into here, we could build a pathway on here, pathway from here all the way over to here. This might be a future build. Maybe. Anyways, we need you. We're going to need you. We're practically full. I think we're good on cooking resources, so we'll go drop these off in the truck. We'll get the watermill built. Then we'll worry about getting the freezer built next episode, because I didn't expect it to be a hell of a trip and process to get everything ready to go. Which, speaking of, it's been almost 40 minutes. I haven't checked on a hell of a lot of my other stuff. So we'll get you in here, you in here. That's going to be aluminum. That's coffee. So I guess we'll put you in here. So now we need aluminum. Yes, aluminum. We just need 25 aluminum and we're good to go on that part. Then we'll go build it. And actually, I should go check on my cement and other stuff. We're gonna need you and you. Actually, move all of you. So yeah, we're gonna need you and you. We'll throw in whatever the hell we want, wherever the hell we want, because it doesn't matter. Alright, we need 20 of you, 5 of you, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be everything. Then we'll have the ability to afford the power for the windmill, or not the windmill, but the freezer. And then we'll have to work on building a second one. Why? Because I want the ability to get another oil setup, get my oil set up. Right now, during peak days like this, we've got over 900 power, which means we can power 9 of those machines. And this isn't, well, actually, no, we can't. This isn't running, so I gotta get that running. This isn't running, and ooh, this is barely running. Okay. We need to temporarily dump you off. Dump you off. We need to grab. Actually, do we have? We do have clay soil over here. We'll take you. You. We'll throw you all into here. Perfect. That will take care of that. Then we can take this. Move all of it in here. Perfect. We'll take you. And you. We'll throw you all in here. Lots of the you, and you, but that's part of the process. Oh, part of the process of doing this. All right, we'll take whatever we can out of here. We'll throw that. We'll take clay from here. Perfect. I guess we'll temporarily put this all back in. Admittedly, we can't just quickly speed put it back in, but oh well. Alright, you on there, in here. We'll just set you all down over here, and yep. Perfect. All good and going, other than that, which I can just grab from here and throw it, but that's not what we're worried about. We're worried about getting trader. Gimme. Okay. Good. Oh. More money. Yeah, I'll sell it off camera. Because you guys, it basically, I'm literally showing you just selling everything again and building the watermill. All right. As long as we aren't missing anything, we're good to go. Yay! And actually, you know, I think I'll sell this batch of oil. Screw it. We'll just throw you in there. Throw you in there. Back out. Too bad we couldn't look behind us or had mirrors that actually worked. Whee! Turn around. Oh yeah, perfect spin. Through the trees and on the road we go again. Whee! We'll go sell everything that we can. Buy the fridge, the freezer. I'm just gonna run over the enemies rather than fight them. Yes, it's cheap. Yes, it doesn't provide a challenge, but I don't care. Whee! You're dead. Hey, what about you guys? What about you? You're dead. You're dead. Woo! Oh. How the hell? Perfect. Oh, what am I running over? Oh, car. Okay. I mean, I didn't know we could do that, but I will. Whoop. I will accept that. We'll back over this way a little bit, so I can have a way out of my vehicle. Alright, perfect. We got all that. Just gotta go collect the dead bodies because potential gold. Whee! Mine. Oh. Screw you. He was a lightweight. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I will accept, barely, because that's $1.50, which, but I have to process it, which is annoying, but okay. All right. Okay. So the tea we've accumulated and the coffee. Woo! Let's just put you in here. Grab all of you. Okay. You. That takes care of that. Then we'll take you all over in here. That will get us all of our tea. Well, almost all of our tea. Okay. We'll have to come back and grab those separately, but this, oh, there we are, you. I think, other than the cement, I think that's, pretty much all there is to sell. Woohoo! We'll take all of you, and all of you, and we'll sell it. So, move all, that's 270. We'll put you over here, 300. Sure, we'll throw the ferret feathers, almost 300. Yay, we could... Nope. Might be, I'll just turn it into oil because it's more, stupid amount more. Woo! That's, we'll take all of you. Oh. And you. Give me that. Okay. Sell. Move all. And move all. Yeah, baby. That's 1,000. So now we just need to grab all the cement, which is going to take a couple trips. Well, actually not that, because we'll throw all that in there. Throw all of that in there. We still have a little bit more to grab, so we'll grab you and throw you in there. And probably should buy the 100 strength perk. There we go. Good enough. It's a lot faster to come in and out and sell than to do the other stuff. Grab you. Personally, I hope the developer makes it where you can, 1,300. Woo! Makes it where the oil things take 1 minute per, takes 1 minute to make oil. Alright, we have a little bit more. We should be good to go. And I still have a little bit more back at home, which is fine. Oh. Alright, you. Sell. 1,500. Yeah, baby. Alright, so what we can do? We can buy the freezer. And, you know, almost, I think we may end up buying the electric furnace next, because we're pretty close to it. That would be, like, really close. If I had brought the rest of that cement over, I think we would have had it. Like, without a doubt. Alright, well, alright. Now we gotta... Oh, hello there. Where'd you come from? And you didn't roar? Well, squish. You're dead. Haha. Alright, are you worth anything? I'm gonna rob your body now. And... Ooh. Oh. Holy flip. You're rich. You're a rich guy. Oh. That's amazing. I wish they were all rich like you. 9 golds plus another additional 4 like that? Man. Okay. We need to head this way, which means dodging trees and rocks and everything else in between. Yep. We're gonna get over to here, because this is why I said I could actually do it with this. There's a decent amount of room here. Admittedly, it's a little bit of a long way, but it's fine. No trees means easy path. Like, I don't have to dodge and weave and any of that versus the super 5-mile 10-year path. Really? I didn't realize how close some of these trees got. You know? Holy flip, but that water is a hell of a lot deeper than I anticipated. Oh, is there a waterfall here? Ooh, I may have found a... Wait. Ooh. I might have found another potential build place. I typically build my places based on locations like looks and other things. Oh, hello there, dude. What are you doing way over there? Actually, I might actually want to build here. This is a potential area, but I could just simply put spikes all along to here. Put some spikes from here across here. So, winter time, we would have to deal with anything trying to get across here. But outside that, we would be perfectly fine. Although I might want to put some foundations to make it where it look like the spikes in there and stuff, but this would be not too bad because you got right there, you got up over there, you got right there, you've got right over here. This would be like hell of an amazing build place. Anyways, we'll worry about that in a future season, future episode, blah 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 blah. Well, right now we're here to get power and all that other fun crud. Admittedly, I did not expect this to be stupidly deep, but good thing our vehicle can drive underwater, and we can breathe underwater in our truck, thankfully. Whee! So right past these rocks right here, these rocks usually typically signal that there is a water source or rapids that count as rapids here. I think all the way down to here, potentially. Place bolts. Power? Nope. Yep. So yeah. This is usually how you can tell. So you can actually build quite a few of these in here, which is nice. We'll just build however many we can. Right there. So what do we need? Cobalt and all that other fun junk. So we'll grab you. You. Throw that one in all super fast. Yeah, baby. We'll take you, and then I think you. And boom, we got water wheel. Speaking of, I think I forgot to buy something. No, I did buy it. Okay. Gotta love squirrel brain. Anyways, now that we're here, we can actually just simply come up onto this road, drive back around into here. Instead of, because we gotta head home, and I don't feel it, either way is the same distance at this point because we gotta head here. So I think we'll call it here. We got the water wheel. We bought the other things. So if you guys enjoyed, please like. If you didn't, I understand. Not much happened. Just a lot of talk, a lot of wasted time, and a lot longer than I anticipated the video. Like way longer, but hey. Alright. If you guys want to see more of this series, make sure to check out the channel. If you want to see other games I played, check out the in-screen credits. I do play other games in the process. If you want to be added on to the in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After a certain amount of time, I'll add you on. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed and you come back for more. Alright, back home we go, and I'm gonna let the credits roll out. I'm gonna get everything prepared for the freezer, and then probably make some more money so we can get the electric furnace. Woohoo! Woo! And then probably do a looting episode because we're gonna need hell of a lot of electrical parts and mechanical parts. Alrighty, bye bye!